All righty, I'd like to welcome everyone to the May 6th, 2024 Jenkins City Council meeting. Madam Clerk, we call the roll, please.
Ernestine.
Here.
Jeff.
Here.
John.
Here.
Rick.
Here.
Josh.
Here.
Warren.
Here. All righty, Dan, please take the police correctly.
Your orders, thank you for going together here tonight. In order to discuss the business of our city, whether we do so according to your will, in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Join me for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty, in your package, you've got the minutes from the April meeting. Entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Having a motion and a second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Also, the financial reports.
I'll make a motion to approve that as presented.
I'll second. Having a motion and a second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. All righty. Got a new guy from CRAD, Chance Clare. You got a little bit of an update, then I'll go into the booking on the.
So, it looks like we completed the 4 procurements for the Jenkins Trail, the wastewater treatment plant, the I&I replacement project, and the city park renovations. So all those are passed. I just need a vote to approve the engineered scoring that the mayor has, which you guys awarded to. I think there was 3 to Nesbitt, and then there was 1 to Halls, I believe. So if I can have a vote to approve that. We have 13 total projects for the city of Jenkins that we're currently working on or administering. 74 total for the county as a whole. So we're pretty busy here in Letcher County. I am now administering the Jenkins Dam project. It is going out of phase 1. We will be transitioning to phase 2, but that's kind of on hold right now as we finish up the first phase. Other than that, things just going to work away for the city of Jenkins. If you guys ever need me, I'm here. So, anybody have any questions?
Nope. Let's see, Ernestine and Rick Josh came in, they scored the engineering pieces for a trail development, wastewater treatment plant improvement project, the Jenkins I&I replacement project, phase 2, and the Jenkins City Park renovations. The last 3 were all, Nesbitt was high score on those, with H.A. Spalding being the high score on the trail development one. Entertain a motion to approve all 4.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All right, having a motion second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, ready? Nesbitt, what you got?
We just got another run through our project update. So, got the sewer I&I phase 1. The bids are over budget. We're still requesting additional funding. On the City Hall ADA improvements, the CDBG funding has been approved. Assistance agreement has been issued. Improvements are currently being designed. And hopefully we bid it out in 2 months on that project. On the City Hall roof and building improvements, is still seeking funding with CRAD. The wastewater treatment plant expansion, the provided AML, environmental documents, and engineer procurement is ongoing. And then the water line replacement phase 6, which is the town tank, is seeking funding. The PER has been completed. That's about all we have, other than your project profiles, which is the same for the last one.
Okay. I'll just add to the phase 6, that's been expanded into the main line pump station and tank also for the high ground development. That'll get that piece out of it. We're working on a water disaster funding piece that's sort of a different pot of money a lot of people not took advantage of, but we're working on that. We're getting ready to do the final and have it submitted here shortly.
The Raven Rock Water and Sewer Extensions, is that a separate project or is that included in one of these others?
That was a project here. There'll be some news on it tomorrow, but I can't really, there'll be good news on that tomorrow. So, fully funded, isn't it? Let's see, where we're at. ER assist, I ain't to it yet. Did Susan send something?
No, she said she didn't have any
Okay.
other than you.
Well, one thing on the ER assist, did they start up her today?
Finished.
They finished? Okay.
Well,
Well, they're pretty close to finishing.
Yeah.
Anyway, right now with the flood recovery pieces, they're starting on the culverts. We've got 6 or 8 culverts in town, and Dairy Hollow being the worst one, but once they mobilized, that's the first one they worked on. But we've got in the Straight Road, one in Cottage Road, and we've got total of over 200 foot at Wrights Hollow, and a smaller one at the top of the hill. And I know I'm missing one, but anyway, they'll be working, and we're gonna try to let people know on Facebook what day they'll be working, where they're working. They're trying their best not to disrupt traffic any longer than they have to, but,
Mayor, on that one of the other day, is that blacktop, was that included, or they just gravel?
but it'll be gravel right now, they settled down, because everywhere else we put something down,
But I mean, was it?
yeah, the road will be fixed, the road will be fixed back. And other than that, we're just still working on finalizing some. I know it's been almost 2 years, but we've still got 3 or 4 projects open that, it just takes a while to come up with we have to get a little creative on our match money. Sometimes we have to use some match and we have to get it reimbursed and then go back and use it again to get the next project going. One of the last things with your packet is this, SRTS, which is Safe Route to Schools, which used to be T21 money. And I don't know if y'all remember all this. This started in 2007, and we finally got it built a while back. But there's still a little piece of money hanging out there, and this is an agreement for me to sign the paperwork for us to finally get the money we put into the project in the beginning. So Randall, could you read that one?
Sorry, which one? Amendment to agreement between Kentucky Transportation Cabinet and the City of Jenkins SRTS Project Phase 2 SC-628-21-000000816 SYP item number 12-3007.00 recipient UEI number LH2WL E2J54H9, so like an optometrist. Supplemental agreement number 5. This agreement may be entered into by and between Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, Brands KYTC, close Brands, and the City of Jenkins, Brands recipient, close Brands, acting as an amendment to that agreement entered into between the parties dated October 4th, 2011. Whereas on October 4th, 2011, the parties hereto entered into an agreement for the Jenkins SRTS Phase 2 project, and whereas the parties desire to amend said agreement. Now therefore, in consideration of the following promises and covenants contained herein, the parties hereby agree as follows: Number 1, budget and scope of work agreement number SC-628-21-000000816 is hereby modified to release $45,825 in construction funds to be moved to the design phase to cover final design activities and close out the project. Number 2, the terms and conditions of the agreement numbered SC-628-21-000000816 are hereby extended to December 31st, 2025. Number 3, all other terms and conditions of SC-628-21-0000816 shall remain in effect. In witness where other parties have hereunto caused these presents to be executed by their officers, thereunto duly authorized. Signature line, June Gray, Secretary, Attorney, Transportation Cabinet, City of Jenkins. Signature line, Mayor, Attorney, line, and date.
All righty, entertain a motion to approve this resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Having a motion second, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed? All righty. Now, budget ordinance 262, and before you read that, I'll go over my budget message. Kentucky Revised Statutes, KRS, sets forth requirements of certain guidelines for financial administration of financial affairs of cities in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. And there's the KRSs for you to look at. The budget message was attached to budget proposal for fiscal year 24-25, is presented to you in compliance with appropriate statutes. An explanation of the basic features of the budget proposal is set forth below as required by statute. The recommendation is balanced in terms of revenues and expenditures and in terms of services delivered. One thing this budget did not provide for is any significant margin of error or change. Due to various FEMA projects from the 22 flood, the city will also be responsible for local share of funds for these projects. In closing, I would like to thank the council for their cooperation and commitment to the budget process prior to work with the city council in your decision-making processes. Submitted Mayor Todd DePriest. So it's about like always, we get by and we're trying to make it, but there is, it's 75-25. The state in most cases kicks in 13, so we got about a 12% piece on about everything. Now, some of the in-kind work early on, volunteer work gets counted towards some of that. They're still working on that project to see exactly how much money it is. There was some East Kentucky safe money. I feel like we're going to be all right. And now we may get one big project and then it comes back in and says, here's a piece. We're going to open some bids and I'll talk about a piece of that. It's not a FEMA project, it's hazard mitigation through emergency management. But Randy, you'll go ahead and do the budget ordinance 262.
Budget ordinance 262, first reading of the ordinance for the City of Jenkins, Kentucky annual budget for the fiscal year, July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2025, estimating revenues and resources and appropriating funds for the operation of the city government, whereas an annual budget proposal message has been prepared and delivered to City Council on May 6, 2024, and whereas the City Council will review such budget proposal and make necessary modifications, now therefore be it ordained by the City of Jenkins, Section 1, that the annual budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2024 and ending June 30th, 2025 is hereby read as follows. General funds revenue and expenses $1,383,069. LGEA funds revenue and expenses $64,553. Road fund revenue and expenses, $47,795. Water funds revenue and expenses, $570,000. Sewer funds revenue and expenses, $319,045. Solid waste revenue and expenses, $250,000. Total budget, $2,634,462. First reading, May 6, 2024. Second reading, June 3rd, 2024. Mayor's signature line, City of Jenkins. Budget summary available for public inspection. All interested persons are hereby notified that a summary of the fiscal year 2024-2025 budget of the City of Jenkins, including the intended usage of local government economic assistance funds, is available for public inspection. The budget summary and documentation necessary to support the summary are available for public inspection at the City of Jenkins City Clerk's office from 8 o'clock a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m., Monday through Friday.
All righty, that's just the first reading tonight, so no action taken on that one. Just behind the budget sheets, council, is Resolution 5624.
That's the USDA one from Sarah.
This is for that phase 6 I was talking about, where we're going after the water disaster money instead of disaster recovery money, which gets really confusing, but that's what we're doing. Randall, can you read the next resolution? It's 5624, it's just behind that.
City of Jenkins Resolution Number :5/6/24, whereas the City of Jenkins has taken action to develop grant applications for the Rural Utility Services Calendar Year 2022 Disaster Water Grants Program, the City Council of the City of Jenkins authorizing the filing of application for assistance and making certain findings in connection therewith. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Jenkins that Mayor Todd DePriest be and is hereby designated as the authorized representative of the City of Jenkins for purposes of furnishing such information and executing such documents as may be required in connection with preparation and filing of such applications for financial assistance passed and approved as blank date of blank 2024, attestation City Secretary signature by Mayor Todd DePriest.
All righty, entertain a motion to approve Resolution 5624.
I'll make that.
I'll say.
I already have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? We've got, well, I'm skipping one. We've got one roadblock request from Church of God of Prophecy Youth.
Make a motion to accept that as
Second. Have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Alrighty. April, help me if I missed anything big. One thing I want to talk about, we had a couple public meetings about it, is, I don't know if you've seen around town these silver boxes with, looks like antennas and dishes, and I don't know what I was on, but anyway. We were able to partner with the U.S. Geological Survey to put in 4 stream gauge stations in the city. So one's on the dam that helps us maintain and understand what happens when the rain hits there. There's one in Dunham on Barn Hill just out behind the old firehouse. There's one over here at Freedom Lane where you cross the little bridge like going up Woodland Trails, and also one in Burdine. And this is not really an emergency alert system. It's going to help us with that. But the way I think it's pretty cool, if you live down Burdine, you can go online and look it up, or you can get up with us. We've got QR codes for each station. You don't have to sign up for all of them, but you can if you're interested in what's going on. But then there's levels on it, and you can set a level, so if it runs 7 foot and you want a level of 8 foot, so if it gets a foot higher than it usually is, it's going to send an alert to your phone saying, hey, the creek's up to 8 foot, and then in your mind you know what the weather's doing, if it's quit raining or just start raining. Gives you a little bit of awareness of what's going on with the creeks and streams. Now, another interesting piece about this, these gauges is sort of how they calibrate radar for the National Weather Service. So if they've got a radar forecast says it's going to rain so much, and they're saying it rained 3 inches wherever, well, if it comes back in, it's just showing 2.5 inches in certain places. That's how they calibrate. So it helps us help them have better forecasts and rain predictions. So it's a pretty neat thing. It takes a little bit. And the reason we got started in this, right after the flood, we were in meetings and they were talking about a station they had in Whitesburg, and then they had 14 or 16 people signed up over the years, as all as ever signed up. So I'd like anybody that lives close to the stream or the creek, or just interested in keeping up what's going on, to go online and sign up for this and get these in there. And you can look at them for all the United States, but we're part of it. And this was a unique project because it was about a $95,000, give or take, I can't remember exactly. And we had to come up with half of the money. But with talking with DLG and working with Appalachian Law and a few phone calls, they thought it was a good enough project that they were going to fund that. So we were able to get it fully funded. And 4-year contract on keeping up with it. USGS maintains it. They keep all the data. We also hope over time that this data will help us understand, we flooded in the headwaters, we're living in a funnel, I guess, but help understand if we get rain over certain parts of town, what it does and how it affects other parts of the stream. And these sensors are so delicate. The one on the lake, when they start drawing down water to go into the plant, it shows up that little bit. And when they quit letting raw water into the plant to treat it, it goes back to the same level. So pretty interesting stuff. Later on we may add some cameras to some of them. That way If you're wondering about the stream, you don't have to go look at it. You can say it's at 8 foot. Pick your phone up and look at the picture of what's going on. So anyway, just a little, let you know kind of piece of what's going on with that. Let's see. Like I said, several projects going on. He's talking about the roof and that. We've got another community change grant we're applying for. It's a countywide grant, but we're looking to get a reflective roof and maybe solar and possibly some Tesla walls to have some backup energy in case of some kind of storm. So a lot of pieces moving, a lot of things going on. We're going to have another funding notification tomorrow. They'll let you a little more about that, what's going on with that. That's all I
What
got.
about the elevator project?
That's the City Hall project. We should be able to.
Part of the roof and everything?
Well, it was originally roof and all, but the roof didn't meet the ADA pieces we needed, so we're gonna get the elevator, the bathroom rehabs and drop boxes and a lot of improvements, but it didn't fall under the roof, but we're looking at community change grant to do that. And there's some also, some other solar energy pieces that we're looking at.
You have a generator bid opening.
Thank you. That's the one I've got to pass up. We bid last month, and we had one bid, and it being a federal project, Homeland Security type piece, we felt like we should go ahead and put it out for bid again, and even reached out to more contractors and put it on a professional bid list and site to try to get more interest. But Boyd, I don't have the name on here, but anyway, Boyd Cat out of Pikeville and other places. But the generator for the sewer plant come in at $126,755, and then there's optional maintenance contract. I'm not sure if we'll do that yet or not, but we may do it while the warranty's in effect. But we'll do that one first. So entertain a motion to approve the Jenkins Sewer Plant generator bid for $126,755.
I'll make that motion.
Where's funding for that?
Well, it's all grant. I think one's going to cost us $16,000, the other's like $21,000, but that's brand new switch gear.
You don't decide, I never see the specs on that.
I don't remember how it's been sized out. They come
Did you
out.
say this is for the water plant?
This is for the sewer plant. This is a replacement for the one that,
You might be able to get money from Homeland Security.
that's who this is through. Yeah, this is a grant through Homeland Security. It's through emergency management through the state. And we applied for this years ago, and it comes through a little bit better this time. Then we've got one, this has got what we've got. The Jenkins water plant generator. And if you all remember during the flood, we wouldn't have been in as bad a shape other than the big tree that took out all the power lines up here. That's how we ended up out. We could have valved off the bad lines and kept pumping, but that bid is $138,084. Board Cat, entertain a motion to approve.
That's the only ones that bid on this into, or is that something cheap?
Boyd Cat's on one both times. And like I said, they reached out to other contractors. It was listed on a professional bid site where people can go out and look, and they're the only ones that bid.
Cat trailer.
Yeah.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Have a motion second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
What's the difference in the maintenance contract?
Well, the maintenance is another $1,500 a year. And I'll look at the warranty and see what all that is, because that sounds like a lot, but a little over $100 a month, and for them to keep up with it. And it may be part of the warranty, I don't know. I'm not saying the warranty package, but they do a lot of these, and some of the people involved, one of them's retired from the power company that I know. Started helping. All right, council got anything?
Mayor, if I'm saying this right, I guess I'm saying it. I'd like to make a motion for an executive session.
Oh, the personnel? Personnel. All right, got a motion to go into executive session over personnel?
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, folks, we'll be down for a little while. All righty, we need a,
I'll make a motion to come out of executive session.
I'll second it.
all right, motion second, all in favor, say aye. All righty, we're now in executive session over personnel. All righty, anybody got a motion they want to make?
I'll make a motion that we, I guess, reintroduce a police committee or a commission, police commission for Jenkins.
I'll second.
All right, having a motion and a second to reintroduce the police commission. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All righty.
I'll have something for you next week.
Let's see. Feel like I've left something out, but maybe I didn't. Yes. All righty, like I said, everything's moving in the right direction, a lot of progress, and there'll be a little bit of announcement tomorrow to look forward to. Anybody else got anything before I close this out?
Just on our museum, we had a book signing last weekend, had a lot of people show up. It was Roger Braden's book, who's a Western Kentucky lawyer, but dealt with some of the explosion cases out there. And so that's what he wrote about in his books. We've still got some of his books in the museum. Anybody care to go by and look at that? It gives you sort of a different perspective than Eastern Kentucky miners. You get to read about Western Kentucky. We also had 3 visitors from Denmark. 3 young gentlemen come by. You know, they were traveling the United States and they were going to out of the way places. And I said, well, you come to the right place.
You've arrived.
But they stayed for a couple hours in the museum. They seemed to have a good time, took a lot of pictures. Their English was better than mine.
All righty, that's all we got. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Thank you all.